Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is terrific to have you along for our live coverage of this eagerly awaited contest. It should provide some terrific entertainment on what is turning into a rather imperfect afternoon. The Weathermen rarely get it wrong, and they have warned us that there is rain on its way. Shouldn't be bad enough in any sense meaningfully to impact on the game of football, but it is a factor to be taken into consideration. Plenty of other factors, of course, principally each side's concern or the strengths of the other.
So red and white, of course, the preeminent colours at Old Trafford, which is now officially the largest club. It's Rashford!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Leeds have the league's best defensive record. Modric. It's a promising ball. Rashford!
I really don't think you could expect anything.
Has a hit!
Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Tovin. Now it's Mandzukic. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Leeds yet to have a shot on target. Modric. And here's Mandzukic. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Bruno Fernandes. Rashford. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Hoists it forward, out to the right. Well positioned to make that interception. Bruno Fernandes. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. And it's Tovin. Dante. Greenwood attempts a clearance. And here's Mandzukic. Tovin gets it, and now what? Shot at goal! He's delivered all right! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
It's a fine run, and he's happy to keep going. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Now it's Mandzukic. Now it's Tovin. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And here's Rashford. Oh, he's broken through. It's Rashford! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leeds head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we're already back underway here. Leeds carrying a one-goal lead. Greenwood. Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Rashford. And the shot! Played it short. Ball's out on the left now.
Manchester United making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Leeds are the epitome of solidity. They've not conceded in 5 games. He's picked him out. Now it's Mandzukic. He's away, hits one! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Modric. Leeds got their goal at the end of the first half, and it's 1-0. Goalkeeper's ball. Over to the left. Forward it goes. And here's Mandzukic. Oh, real danger here. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Badiashile. McTominay. Badiashile tries to locate someone up front. And it's Tovan. And here's Mandzukic. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. That's off target.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Greenwood. He's gone for it! Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Saved it! So close to drawing level.
Rashford was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop!
And it's been taken short.
Manchester United are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Finishing line very much in sight now. So it is looking now like 12 points from 12. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Good ball, it's found its target. Mandzukic, and the finish!
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Here's Mandzukic. That's great strength on the ball.
Rashford goes looking.
And that is that. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, to me, this is a result, Peter, that says an awful lot more than the score.
Leeds return to action in this competition, a competition for which the dynamic has changed dramatically now as the group stages turn into the knockout phase. 180 minutes, 3 hours, that's all that separates winners from losers. There is no margin for error. It is now or never.
The stands here, the curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight, all in support of the grand old lady of the Italian game. Well, there's a perceptible shapes to shoot! What a wonderful goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Well, he was never going to miss from there.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate, and we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his...
Goes for goal!
Insigne goes looking.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's through, now is he in? It's a fine run. Has a pop! Has a pop! In it goes! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Juventus have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Lorenzo Insigne.
Rabiot. De Ligt. Looks to bypass the midfield. Timely intervention.
Brandt.
Januzaj. Hulk. Januzaj.
Brandt.
Maggio.
Brandt.
Bentancur positions himself well and cuts it out. Defence has got rid of that. De Ligt with a good steal, well played. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Over to the left. Alexandro. Going for goal!
Again, let me mention what a wonderful stop the goalkeeper pulled off there. Really wonderful.
Januzaj. Brandt. And here's Hulk. He's had a shot! Gets it back. Januzaj. Maggio gets it. The referee brings the first half to a close. We're back on the first 45 minutes.
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else.
And we're already back underway here.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Brandt. He's in, surely! Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Lorenzo Insigne. Alexandro. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Brandt. And it's Hulk. Alexandro. Rabiot. Gets into a dangerous position. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Now it's Thauvin. Brandt. Hulk. Thauvin. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Brandt. It's broken loose. Look at the defender bombing forward. Goes for goal! Just off target.
Brandt certainly could have and should have made more of that.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. And it's played forward.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
And it's Thauvin. Brandt. And here's Thauvin. Looking for space out wide.
Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Ronaldo gets it away. To the last 5 minutes. Dante. Brandt. Thauvin.
So that's it. It is all over.
Leeds have left themselves with plenty to do in the home leg. Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games.
Up for the header! Another chance! There it is!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Aubameyang duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Thauvin. Torreira tries running with the ball at his feet. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Modric. Forward it goes. Finds himself eased off the ball. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Modric. Modric. And he's cut it out. Torreira. Tries to get it forward quickly. Chan. Tries to switch the play. Well, that's where he wants it. Modric. Now it's Tova. And we've reached half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Oh, that's neat. And it's Tova. What an adventurous run from a defender. Oh, shooting chance! And he has been fouled there. Gets it upfield. Good idea, just poorly executed. Thauvin. A buccaneering run from the defender. He's there to get rid.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, time's running out for the host to get something out of this. You can sense the frustration and impatience.
And help's available out wide. Towering header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
And it's Embolo. Thauvin. It's a loose ball. Modric. It's come. He's gone for it! Oh, taken with style. There seemed no way back, but they are level. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yield a winner.
Embolo. Modric. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Leeds have to get it into the box and quickly. Tries a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. Neither manager too unhappy with the outcome, and the fans really well. Oh, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it.
And already we're underway here.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Florent Thauvin, an exciting manipulator of the ball, Peter, and a real creative talent who's always likely to come up with something that little bit different, and that unpredictability makes him pretty tricky to defend against, obviously, not least because he's also a very clever runner off the ball, always looking to make a decoy move to drag defenders the wrong way.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one.
Januzaj.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Mawson
is there, and he can get that clear. Quick glance at goal.
That's just very well played. He can hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Mawson goes looking. Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same.
He's found his man, and he's there to hoof it away.
Januzaj.
He's got the ball, he's got the space. Oh, well played, he needed to get that right. Gets good distance on it.
Thauvin. Januzaj.
Danger averted for now.
Precious little by way of goalmouth action yet.
Good ball.
Lookman. Mawson. Lookman.
Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Played out to the right. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through. Certainly not for the want of trying. Been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Well, the action has already resumed here.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Brandt plays it forward. Bamba. Now it's Tova. Januzaj was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Tova. Brandt. Gets it back. Tova. Mawson. Tete. Tete drives it forward. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respect...
Has a pop! He has done it!
They'll kick themselves if that doesn't turn out to be the clincher. What a time to score.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming. Still, there's a fair bit of time if you're going to think about defending it now.
Lookman.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Brandt. Bamba. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. And here's Mitrovic. He's through, now is he in?
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
This could spell danger. Great challenge, time to perfection.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Bamba. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Brandt. Keeper's got good distance on that. And that will be the final act. Leeds win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. and boy does it add to the occasion. The action has already started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Bernd Leno. I think his presence might make all the difference for this team. He's got lightning-fast reactions and a coolness under pressure that allows him to make the big one-on-one saves. He's also very reliable under the high ball or when he's dealing with crosses, and I'd expect the whole defence to play with a bit more assurance with him in place.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And that has been clubbed away. And he's going long. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Modric. And it's Mandzukic. Leeds have now gone 5 games without defeat here. It's a brilliant interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series of them because it needs livening up.
Fuchs. Leicester seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that.
No?
No, well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
Mandzukic. Modric. Brandt. Oh, really good feet from him. He's there to receive it. And this is Embolo. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Keeper sends it forward. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
There's the whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So your views on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Leicester, whose last result owes so much to the astuteness of their manager.
Yeah, his hand was forced somewhat, Peter, because of the circumstances. He had to bring on goal scorers, but he was bold in going for broke to get what he wanted, and not many would have done that.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Chowdhury. And it's Tovan. Brandt. Hoists it forward. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Thauvin, who was a starter in the last game. Brandt. Chance! It's in! Time for a change in personnel.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Just brushed off the ball there. Leicester really looking like men possessed. They need to if they want to win it. Chowdhury. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Tielemans. Trying to get there. Sönchu. Tielemans. Sönchu. And the referee brings it to a close. And it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Hello and welcome to everyone who has joined us with kick-off imminent here in the second half of this first round tie. Some have described it as a dead rubber, so significant was the gulf in the performances of the two sides in the previous leg. Whether that turns out to be the case remains to be seen. There are 90 minutes still to be played. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Brandt looking to play it into the box. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And it's Mbolo. Brandt. And here's Mbolo. Brandt. Now it's Dybala. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's Mbolo. Brandt. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Felipe. Rabiot. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Embolo. Embolo. Januzaj. Brandt.
He's there to receive it. Hits one! Oh, it's got in! The breakthrough strike! There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he just calmly faced the keeper and waited. It became a who blinks first situation. And for me, there was never any doubt as to who was going to come out on top.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Rabiot. Felipe Luis drives it forward. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Januzaj. Brandt.
That's not going to make it.
Daniel Alves hoists it forward.
Needed a better pass there.
Januzaj. Rabiot. Arthur. And it's played forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And there's the end of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
I really did think they'd had it. Who knows what the next 45 minutes can produce? I love surprises.
Leeds happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Brandt. Thought offside that time. Sergio Rico sends that a long way. Brandt. Talk about singling someone out.
Well, he'll be seen as the #1 enemy because of his creative ability.
And it's Januzaj. Januzaj. Brandt. Insigne. And it's Embolo.
Good ball. And he's there to cut it out.
Sergio Rico gets it away. Januzaj. Brandt. Felipe. Brandt.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rabiot. Rabiot plays it forward.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
It has gone through to... He's had a goal! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Dani Alves is there to heave it away. Dante plays it backwards, and they'll try again. Has it out wide now. Great leap! It's in! Penalty restored, and the whole thing shifts once more. Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Leeds close the gap on aggregate. It's game on again.
Oh, they could well turn this around if they can just keep this rhythm and fluidity in their play.
Felipe. The final seconds now. De Ligt goes looking. Gets good distance on it. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Yeah, and it's been a contest between two sides that were evenly matched on the day. Neither deserves to be on the losing side.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. And the action has already restarted. Leeds displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they... Goes for goal! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. He may well regret that, you know.
That's gone a long way up and away. Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Keeper sends it forward. He's got away. Crowd calling for him to shoot. De Ligt knocks it away, and it's Modric. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Danger averted for now. Forward it goes. There's the through ball. Tries a shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Yeah, this is part of the job. Head down and keep plugging away.
Modric. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this tale. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
And we are already back underway. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Rabiot. And it's played forward. And it's Modric. Embolo. De Ligt gets it away. Daniel Alves. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Embolo.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance.
And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
Now the time for brave hearts and strong minds. Oh, it's saved, pretty much straight at him.
Oh, that was right down the keeper's throat, and it was an easy save to make in the end.
Dybala focusing on where he puts it. Great stop, keeper's denied him.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
So, the second man in line. And he sticks it away.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
And so the captain steps up. Keeper's read that beautifully.
That's a lovely stop from the keeper. He's done his teammates proud with that one.
Leeds looking to extend their advantage. Oh, he's missed it, he's hit the post.
Oh, I feel for him. It looked like placement precision.
Insigne will take the third penalty. Oh, he saved it.
Oh, that's great concentration from the keeper and a wonderful save.
Leeds with this chance to pull two clear. And they're two up. Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. Saved it! And that's that! Leeds advance. More stern tests await, no doubt.
Well, it's been such a long match, and the penalty shootout is always a difficult way to end the game, but I thought they did really well to hold their nerve and come through.
Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. We have already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
Okay, interesting. Modric. Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Hoists it forward. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the...
Has a hit! Goal!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Everton contested that thriller-minute draw last time.
cuts it out. Could move up a gear here. And it's Haaland. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And that's been won straight back. Modric. Leeds are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0.
Well weighted.
Richarlison. Richarlison plays it in. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Dante. Modric has created one goal already. Gomez gets it out to the wing. Doucouré. Cleared without complication. There's the whistle for half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Leeds, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Decent looking ball. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Fence has got rid of that. Leeds have been mighty impressive in defence just recently. Modric, there's the through ball. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. And he heaves it forward. Leeds are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And it's played forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. And it's Modric. Now it's Hulk. It's a great ball. Oh, he's in! Well read, he sorted that out. And that's sprayed out wide. And that has been clubbed away. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
This could spell danger. Tries to get it forward quickly. Brandt.
Gomez looks to thread it through. Calvert-Lewin looking to get on the end of this. Calvert-Lewin, he's onside. A chance to play it in. Nicely controlled. Just brushed off the ball there.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Brandt, Modric. Crowd calling for him to shoot. He's there to get rid. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. And that will be the final act. Leeds win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. Any reflections on what... Four teams, we're down to the last four then, the penultimate round in this fine competition. The two teams ahead of us here have their eyes firmly fixed on the grand prize. They both believe it is within their compass. Having come this far, they're entitled to believe that. The competition has provided us with a lot of drama up to this point, and I'm sure there is plenty more to come before it reaches its ultimate climax. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of... He's had a shot! On the balls, and a second time!
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Foyt.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Foyt. Lamela. Now it's Lamela. And out to safety. And it's been given away. Now it's Mandzukic. Hulk. It's got through to him. It's one! It's got in! There is the breakthrough! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they paid the price and deserved to.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Well, they can break here. And there's a long ball. Forward it goes. Wijnaldum. And here's Kane. He's tried one.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0.
Done very well to intervene.
And it's Hulk. Well, the score's only 1-0, but that doesn't tell the full story. Lamela. Jordan Henderson. Sanchez. Lamela gets into a dangerous position. Over to the left.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Half-time in the semi-final. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now. So your views on the first half?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Leeds come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Foyt. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Mandzukic. He's found his man. Gets away from his opponent. Tries a shot! Lamela. And it's played forward.
And he's shown him a clean pair of heels.
Kane!
Fence has got rid of that.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Up to meet it! No attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Winks did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Well, that's where he wants it.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
He's made sure that that won't get through.
Modric. Brandt. Hulk. Hulk.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Mandzukic. Mandzukic gets up to head it!
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Well, it is a narrow lead, but they are clinging on to it right now. They have 1 foot in the final. Surely a shot! That'll be a corner. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
to get it away.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Away from immediate danger. Good idea, just poorly executed. He's pinged one through here. Tovin, chance! In it goes! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business.
The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They have made it and they've deserved to make it. A fabulous cup run has gone all the way to the final day. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? Leeds made it through then to the business end of the tournament. We're down to the last 8 now, the stakes getting higher and higher. Not only them, of course, it's the same story for everyone. They all are desperate to win it. Something then is going to have to give. It is a charged atmosphere in here, fittingly so, given what is up for grabs. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. A truly big night of football here ahead of us. It always is when this competition is in town.
Well, we're at the stage, Peter, when the dream becomes believable. The stage of the season when everything takes on a tougher, more pressurised edge. When you want to win all you can, but might have to settle for one. This would be worth settling for, believe me.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And here's Januzaj. Januzaj. So above all others, Jim, what do you think is the single factor which is going to make a difference here?
Well, Peter, I think there really isn't an awful lot in terms of what separates these teams.
Nothing.
Not when you get to this stage. This one could come down to the smallest of detail.
Absolutely so. And here's Modric. Big chance! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And it's Lewandowski. Sensi. Modric. Januzaj. And here's Modric. He's there to receive it. Has a hit! And he's done it! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
So we have our breakthrough.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Januzaj. Played out to the right. And here's Modric. And he's there to cut it out.
Coleman.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. There's the whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Leeds, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So we're already into the second period. Hits one! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Great leap! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Pedro Neto.
Alaba. Sensi. And back to base. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Coman has it in a wide position, so what next? Coman! Gorgeous control there. Chooses to go back. Coman!
Time for a change in personnel.
He's gone for it!
Bayern Munich showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Alaba. Forward it goes. Well played, he saw that coming.
Brandt. Leeds got their goal at the end of the first half, and the score is 1-0.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
That could spell trouble. Crowd calling for him to shoot.
Januzaj.
It is just a question of running down the clock now.
Kimmich.
Bayern Munich have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
And there goes the final whistle.
Leeds hold their first leg lead. They have maximised home advantage, and at the midway point of the...
So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code.
Has a shot! Massive leap!
Tries to get it clear. Crosses it in low. A forward pass. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Leeds have now gone 5 games without defeat here. Up to meet it!
Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though. Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Into the channel, and it's got through. Leeds have a terrific defensive record over the last 5 games. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Gets on the end of it. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
And he's there to cut it out.
And he heaves it forward. So who can spark this game into life? Knocks it away. A buccaneering run from the defender.
Gets up to head it!
Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
Towering header! He will be livid with himself. been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
There's a long ball.
And he's there to clear it. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. So deadlock still as the second half begins. Rolando pinged forward. Benteke pushes to get on the end of it. Crystal Palace coming into this game on the back of a really good result, and their boss must take an awful lot of credit for that.
Yeah, his hand was forced somewhat, Peter, because of the circumstances. He had to bring on goal scorers, but he was bold in going for broke to get with
Brandt! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Forward it goes. Well played, he saw that coming. It's being played forward. Gets wrestled off the ball. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Out towards the flank. Thauvin. Brandt. Kubic has a pop! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Good clearance and very necessary. Hoists it forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. Brandt. A really good feat.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
A good challenge, stood up well against his man. Brandt. Thauvin. Thauvin.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Cleared away. Dashing forward at pace. And it's Benteke. He's away! Benteke gets good distance on it, and that will be the final act. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff.
Well, welcome all. We are just soaking up the pre-match atmosphere as a part of this two-legged quarter-final. It has proved up to now to be an excellent watch. The scoreline just in favour of the visitors, who have themselves this narrow lead, something we expect would come under serious threat when playing on hostile territory, watched by rank on rank of partisan fans willing to leap at their every chance. Everything a brilliant shade of red here, even indeed the outer skin of the stadium when its mightiest occupants are in town. Still a very tight tie this. Home advantage could play a more than significant part. Either way, it's going to be tense from the outset.
Well, the game is poised for that, Peter, but I think they know that this visiting team is familiar when it comes to situations like this. They know they'll have to be very persistent against stubborn opponents who have the nous to grind in dogged fashion. That's not always easy to deal with. So I think, in this instance, matching their intensity is vital for starters.
As you can see, we've already started here. Leeds visit here with a first leg home win under their belt. They are wary that the tie is only halfway through. Much work still to be done en route to the semi-final. Gets it upfield. Leeds are seeing a lot of the ball early on, but can they make it tell? Leeds getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Dante.
It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series of them, because it needs livening up.
Brandt tries a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
And it's Tovan. Just needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Kimmich. Gnabry plays it long. Dante. He's picked him out. And it's got through. Towering header! Good delivery, no joy.
Oh, what a great leap. He had no right to get to that.
Cuts it out. Dante. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. He's played him through. Has a hit!
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Gets his head to it!
And that has been clubbed away. Brandt. hit half-time, so neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals.
Well, it's become an exercise in preservation, Peter. I think it's been a much more even affair, and there's no need for them to take any unnecessary risks. They look happy to frustrate, contain, and just wait for a chance now.
Leeds head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. So we're already into the second period.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone could step up and produce something a little more magical.
Hernandez drives it forward. Dante. We're still waiting for a goal to report here. And he heaves it forward. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Crosses it in.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support. Bayern Munich are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
He's had a go! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Driving on, a real charge here. So it's going to be another corner. Great leap! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out.
And the ball's come out. Up to meet it. Oh, just needed a better contact.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Oh, good interception. Over to the left. It's deflected over the goal line for a corner. Played it short. Hit into the middle. That's gone a long way up and away.
Bayern Munich are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Well, it is a narrow lead, but they are clinging on to it right now. Now just moments away from a semi-final place. Great run on the overlap here. It is quite a run he's making here. Fires, big chance!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Leeds need to hold on for a few more moments. Brandt, let down by a lack of accuracy. Sané tries to get it forward quickly. And that will be the final act. Leeds through to the last four. Just two more steps now. They have got a crack at it. Well, considering what happened in the first game, Jim, how do you think they've done here? Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Florent Thauvin, an exciting manipulator of the ball, Peter, and a real creative talent who's always likely to come up with something that little bit different, and that unpredictability makes him pretty tricky to defend against, obviously, not least because he's also a very clever runner off the ball, always looking to make a decoy move to drag defenders the wrong way.
Okay, interesting. Leeds come into this game on a 5-game unbeaten run away from home. Leeds yet to have a shot on target. Out to the left it goes. And it's Mbolo. Could be a chance here. Reguilon gets good distance on it. And it's Mbolo. Tottenham have their manager to thank for the last result.
He's a manager who understands how important the bench can be and the timing of substitutions. If need...
He's had a goal! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
Oh, it's an unusual turn of events, and it was an honest attempt to help out, and I suppose it can happen to anyone.
Leeds got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count.
Well, you can't ask for much better than that, Peter. Bang, bang, 2 in double quick time.
Over to the left. Lamar gets it back.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Leeds are looking odds-on to go in at the break with their advantage intact. Leeds are in control here on the brink of half-time. Half-time getting close now. Leeds went ahead through an own goal, and it's 1-0. Partey. Hoists it forward. Lamar. And that'll be the last act of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And this is an absolute treat. A tremendous spectacle for the neutrals, but a bit of a nightmare for the fans and 2 managers.
Leeds, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Already up and running for the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Thauvin looking to get on the end of this. In with a header! In it goes!
This is getting better and better. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Leeds get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Battles to win it back. And it's played forward. Leeds have been mighty impressive in defence just recently. Mbolo. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Aimed into... and a header! Harmlessly behind.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Brandt. Goes for goal! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Coaxed through there. Hit into the middle. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. And it's Thauvin. Jordan Henderson. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Almost nothing left on the clock here. Tottenham are desperately trying to save their European dream here. Has he found his man? Just 5 minutes remaining now. Son Heung-min. Thauvin. Now it's Thauvin. Shot at goal! Oh, that is an awful miss. Needed a better pass there. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that is that. Leeds, comfortable winners, a virtuoso display, utterly one-sided. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?